Hi everybody, this is Massive Trigger, and this is another one of our lazy ass reviews. So basically, what this is it's, we look at a game that's been out for a while, it's already been reviewed, everyone's probably already played it, but we take the opportunity to come back, put our 2 pennies worth in. So here we go. This is, as you can see, Dark Souls 3. So, let's start at the beginning. Dark Souls 3, graphically, lovely. Really like the style, like the look. Yeah, it's a very pretty game, Let's just pass graphics. I'm not really got a problem with graphics in general. It's not the most important thing in the world unless it's lazy, like this review. Yeah, it's good. Some really nice touches. It plays well. Bit of frame rate problems here and there, depending on whereabouts you are. Does it spoil the game for me? No. It's nice. Style's good. Kind of eerie. Kind of this. Kind of weird. Kind of monstrous. It's good. We like it. So let's just move on. Story. Well, the story is complex, shall we say. It's very well done. I mean, it's a very clever way of telling a story. It's broken up into all little bits throughout the game, and picking up items, reading descriptions, blah 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 blah. Yeah, but Dark Souls, in general, it comes down to the gameplay. It's the journey. Basically, you start off and it's building up your character. He's becoming a better character, not only leveling up but also pushing yourself to get better adapted at killing the enemies. You do find that it's not just, oh, I've got a better sword, I can kill this enemy. It's all about working out what they do, when they do it, and how to best tackle that enemy. Which I'm failing at miserably. I'm sure somebody was saying, well, you can kill these like this, but anyway, that's what it's about. It's the gameplay, it's the adventure. People say it's old school. Yeah, it is. You die a lot. I mean, one of the big selling points of Dark Souls is you will die, and it's never cheap death. That's one of the things I love about Dark Souls. Majority of the time you fail because you've probably done something wrong yourself. You've probably tried to attack too many enemies, or tried to rush it too much, or whatever. And obviously the collecting of the souls kind of adds to that. I don't know, anyone else gets the same feeling, and it is a great feeling when you do playing the game. You die, you've lost 20,000 souls, and all of a sudden you are breakneck speed trying to get back to that location to collect them souls. They don't have a time limit, but you're just so desperate to get back and pick them up that you'll probably make a mistake on the way there. It's quite a really great gameplay mechanic, very much as you go through the game as well. It's you die, you lose your souls, so you got 20,000-30,000 and you think, do I go around this next corner and see what's there, or do I quickly go and spend all my souls and start again? Again, it's a fantastic game mechanic, because you almost, depending on your ability within the game, it's, yes, let's go a little bit further this time, let's get used to these enemies, and that is, wow. I mean, to be honest, it is a really good mechanic, and like I say, you generally die by making your own mistakes. It's not cheap, like when you're battling your mates at Street Fighter, and he throws a punch which is just completely not touched your character, but you get smacked in the face, or pulls off a move which is just unstoppable. And it's you will fail with your own methods. And is it hard? It's as hard as you want it to be, and I've always found that with Dark Souls. I always remember I picked up Demon Souls basically from the bargain bin. back in the day. It hadn't been out that long, and I was finding it in bargain bins. And I picked it up, and I didn't really know a great deal about it, but I just got hooked. You know, I absolutely got hooked into the franchise. I've played Dark Souls 2, obviously 3, Bloodborne, and, you know, I'll openly admit that I am completely hooked on the whole franchise. And the thing is, it's not for everyone. I'd like to think that the Dark Souls 3 has actually got a lot more fans than you know, than previous titles, and I'd like to think that a lot more people have opened up to the actual franchise and what it's all about, and actually enjoy it as much as a lot of others do. It is a very good game. I'm still trying to convince the other guys at Massive Trigger to play it. I'm kind of about the only one of the guys that plays it. They're just too frightened of it. I have no idea why, but I have no idea. But there is a real great sense of satisfaction from getting somewhere, getting to the next bit, doing this. It's great. Bugs wise, do you know what? I can't ever remember seeing any bugs in it. I'm sure there is some. I'm sure somebody will gladly tell me in the comments and what bugs I've missed out. But I can't remember actually seeing anything that was game breaking. But yeah, we spoke a bit about the gameplay, spoke about the graphics, the sounds eerie, it's cool. The longevity of it is tremendous. I mean, I generally always go for the shield strafe kind of warrior knight flavour. I never really get into the magic, never have. Probably need to at some point. I'm more of a tank, healer, smacker type of guy. And to be honest, I think this is the best one yet, I have to admit. Dark Souls was tremendous. Dark Souls 2 got a lot of negativity of being too dumbed down. You know, it wasn't hard enough, wasn't difficult enough. You know, the bonfire, people would... the whole bonfire, you kill about 10 people after the bonfire and they don't respawn after a certain amount of time. Which, to be honest, I was disappointed with that. I wasn't particularly... I like the fact that, like they've done again back in Dark Souls 3, you go in and you've got all the enemies are always there. You've got to tackle them. You've got to have a go. And like I say, it is easy as hard as it wants to be. You know, I've read a few people saying it's easier. Yeah, I'd actually agree. It probably is a bit easier. For me, it is a bit easier. And I would say that that's because, like I say, I've played Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, now Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne. I've been through these. You know what to expect. You have a level of possibly ability that, you know, you've got a style, you've got techniques that you will use. So yes, ultimately it will become easier as you go through, as the game goes through. So yeah, I personally think it's as easy or as hard as you want to make it. You know, people say there needs to be an easy mode. There doesn't need to be an easy mode, because what you do is you just farm, you know, and come back. So if you're scared of leaving the first area, then farm until you can leave the first area, to progress through if you want to. But it's not a game. I get the feeling from a lot of the colleagues is that they're frightened of this game. It is a frightening game, and it's not frightening in the sense that, hey, it's got big ghouly monsters that will jump out and scare you to shit. It's the fact that they don't want to die. You know, it's quite a common thing is we don't die very often in games anymore, and the result in dying isn't really that negative. For example, just played Uncharted 4, and you know, you die a few times and this, that and the other, but there's never really any punishment from dying, which in Dark Souls 3 and the series, of course, there is. What would I give it? I mean, it's a 9 out of 10 game. Probably biased, and why not? Again, you know, I can't wait for the DLC. You know, I'm currently at the, you know, end game state, going into New Game Plus. Love it. Absolutely love the game. It has so much more to give, even when you've completed it. And even if that's just going through it again, on a new game plus, and plus, then, you know, do it. Have a go for it, enjoy it. There is other things that better pickups, you know, more XP. It is a tremendous game. It's so much fun. I could not, you know, not recommend it highly to anybody. You know, I haven't got words to describe how much I like this game. It is very, very good. So there you go, Dark Souls 3. If you're scared of buying it, don't be. Go out, buy it, have fun, enjoy. Don't get hung up on the fact that you die a lot. You know, you will. It's cool. It's all part of the journey, the experience, and the fun of the game. When it stops becoming fun, that's when you put it down. If you know, and let's be honest, it gets frustrating. It really does fucking piss you off sometimes. And honestly, it is proper controller smashing times. But you just, you know, sometimes you just think, shit, I fucked up. I've just got to get on with it. Anyway, that's it. 9 out of 10. Love Dark Souls 3. Can't wait for the expansions. Thank you for watching until this point, if you made it this far. So, hope you enjoyed our lazy ass review. See you soon. Bye 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 bye.